and welcome. Today on the show, I will be talking about how you can learn how to self-heal yourself and others. Yes, it's possible. It's not reserved for a few special people. You have the ability to learn this. Stay tuned. I'm also chatting to Nkosi, absolutely inspirational humanitarian and musician. You want to hear what he's up to and how you can get involved in making a difference. It's so much easier than you think. Stay tuned.
Morning, Susana. How are you keeping? Namaste, everyone. Good morning.
Namaste, namaste. So good to be here with you again, and so good to see everybody online. Good morning, Gordon. Good morning. Who's that? Mac. Hello, Mac. Hello, Nkosi. Hello, Louine. Hello, Gabby. Hello, Gerard. So many people joining online on Instagram and Facebook, which is so lovely. You know, we are a part of a global community here. So I can't see who is online unless you say hello and let me know where you are tuning in from. So please do that so that I can give you a shout out. I would love to celebrate the fact that you have joined us here today. Louise, thank you, thank you. Jeanette, thank you. Wonderful, wonderful. So a couple of weeks ago, I was joined by the wonderful Sabine Thomas, and I want her to reintroduce herself, but she is a profound healer and teacher. And she teaches something called the art of healing. And I have recently done her course. As you guys know, I'm the eternal student. I'm always learning and deepening the way in which I can serve myself and humanity. And it was an incredible experience. But I just want to welcome Sabine and say, Sabine, how are you doing today?
Thank you, Susana. I'm very well. It's raining in Cape Town and we need more water, and that's wonderful.
Absolutely. It's a very, very wet day. If any of you saw me announcing the show today, you'll see that I'm in a huge jacket and I'm literally getting poured on. But it was actually really lovely outside, and it's a lovely drenching rain. And as you say, we do need water, Sabine. So I think that it's definitely a blessing. So tell us very briefly, Sabine, because I know that some of you have tuned in and watched the previous session with Sabine, but some of you are new to this. So if you haven't seen Sabine before, we're going to do a quick recap. But if you want a more in-depth view of who Sabine is and what led her to this journey, you can go to the previous interview that I did with Sabine. But just in a nutshell, Sabine, give us a little bit of history of how you came to the art of healing, because this is your most honed modality of healing, if I'm correct.
Yes, it is indeed. First of all, I'm French, and please forgive my English. And I live between South Africa and France, and I'm very privileged to be able to do so. I'm a healer, but above all, I consider myself as a teacher, because for me, it's very important to share the empowering knowledge that I have in order for people to implement and discover that they can become healers. And I've been a teacher for many years and a healer for more than 35 years. And in South Africa only, I have more than 4,000 students.
Amazing, amazing. So this is something that really resonated with me, because for me, right now, more so than ever in the world, we need each individual to take responsibility for their own personal healing and raising their vibration, which I know we're going to speak about as well today, Sabine. But also realizing that all of us are capable of doing this, that it's not reserved for only a few special people. And when I met Sabine, I loved that she spoke so practically about the fact that everybody can learn to hone this healing modality, because the reality is it all already exists within us, but it's learning the tools and techniques and then being activated in a specific way, which we'll speak about as well. So Sabine, I'm sure that you get so many questions when it comes to this healing journey, specifically your specific way of healing. Do you want to maybe just tell us a little bit more about the art of healing.
I mean, about the technique, you mean, about
Yes.
the teaching. I mean, it's, it's a technique that is made practical and accessible to all. I've been, for example, teaching to homelesses, to nurses, to doctors, to prime ministers, but it's very concise, very precise, and very practical. And there's no philosophical or religious connotation linked to it. And by implementing the simple technique, the students can experiment and discover that it makes an impact on their physical body, on their emotions, and also it's a quick technique because it takes 5 minutes, 5 minutes per person. That means your own healing, it's only 5 minutes. It's not a process of an hour or 45 minutes. It's very quick and very efficient, and that's all. Most of my students can share that with you, that the fact that it's so quick it makes it accessible. Then they implement it, they follow the rules, they use the technique on themselves and their family, and they see the results.
It's quite amazing. So I want to tell you guys a little story because most of you know that I've done I do healing in different ways as well, but I'd never done this specific technique of healing. And so I asked the universe, I'd been doing it on myself every day, and I wanted to practice on someone, and my mom arrived, which was great. And the first morning that we sat at the coffee table after I'd done the course, she showed me the inside of her mouth. She said, Susana, look at this. And she went like this, and she had blood blisters all the way across the inside of her mouth. And I was like, Mama, what is that? Like, have you gone to the doctor? And she said, no. And I said, can I please do a healing on you? And I just asked the universe that morning, I said, please let me know if it's working or not, like if I'm doing it properly. And so anyway, I did the healing on my mom, and then I was still very concerned. I started Googling what this can be. And I said, you must go see a doctor. I tried to phone my doctor, couldn't get through. And so I thought, okay, let me take a photograph and send it to my doctor so that they can at least say, okay, no, you must urgently see someone, or no, it can wait a few days or whatever. So I said, just open so I can take a photo. And she opened her lip, and she only had 2 blisters left here. And I looked, and I said, Mom, I said, where did you have the blisters? She said, here, all here. And I said, you need to go look in the mirror. And she went to go and look in the mirror, and she went, I can't believe it. I said, I can't believe it. I feel like my eyes are playing tricks on me. And so I did healing on her every day for the next 4 days. And this blister disappeared completely, all of the middle ones, and there was only 1 left on this side. And it was absolutely amazing. And for me, and it literally 5 minutes, guys, 5 minutes, and that was that. It's a pulse reading, which Sabine might speak about, for 1 minute, and then 5 minutes of healing, and that's it. Nothing else. So that was just so extraordinary for me to really witness visually. I thought I was mad. I'm letting you guys know, like, I literally thought I was mad. I thought my eyes were playing tricks on me, but it happened in 5 minutes, that big difference, and then over the next few days. So
well done to you. I mean, you can be, this is amazing, because when my students are talking about those results, it brings me so much joy, because it's possible. It's only our education, our culture, our religions that made us believe that only gifted one can do it. Only very special people can do it. And it's very important to let go of this old belief. This belief is not serving us. This belief is not necessarily important. We are stopping ourselves to evolve, to become healers if we keep this belief. But you were curious, motivated, you had the discipline to do the technique. You say, okay, now I need to help my mom. I want to make a difference in my mom health. You implemented, or you took action, in fact. That's what you did. You took action and you used the technique. And now, after a few minutes, you could see that it had already an impact. And well done to you, Susana. You put this old belief behind you. You know that you are a healer. You experiment and you see. That's fantastic. Well
but
done.
I think you hit the nail on the head there, Sabine, in terms of the point of this is that I had just been taught the technique and I tried it and it worked. And so again, I want to reiterate, I'm not special. I am just a human being who learned a technique and implemented it and did it and believed in the possibilities. So I think that that's also very important, because if you don't believe in the possibilities, you have to suspend your beliefs. You have to be open to miracles in order for miracles to happen in your life, right? So I think that is important.
You know, sometimes the universe is also playing tricks with very skeptical and doubtful people, bringing amazing results without them expecting, and then they believe. It's when we experiment that we can open our mind and open our hearts. But you know, I think the main problem is that many people don't know how to become a healer. That's the problem. And sometimes they need a little bit of guidance. And this is what I do in teaching the art of healing, is to give the guidance, and then they can, it helps them to become healers.
Absolutely. So I think that's what needs to be done. So we're going to speak about 5 things you need to know if you're interested in learning how to self-heal or become a healer. So I think number 1, Sabine, everybody can be a healer. Now we've been speaking about this now. What needs to be done in order for this to happen?
To become a healer. I mean, really, it's simple. It's like you being motivated, being curious, having an open mind. Give yourself the chance of getting rid of these old beliefs and practice and implement. I need different healing techniques. I teach art of healing, but there's many other modalities. Art of healing is quick and efficient, but yes, it's just the curiosity, the motivation, and the discipline that is very important.
That is very important, and something I think that maybe we should also just address, and I think it's point number 2 in this process, is that we hear of people, and there are people that are born naturally with healing gifts that can just have these healing powers, and I know that I was born with certain ones, and I always want to learn other ones as well. But the important thing is that, and I really want everyone to get this, is that everybody can be a healer. There are different techniques that we learn, and when we meet a teacher, remember, when the student is ready, the master will appear, and a lot of people don't like, or the teacher will appear. And sometimes and very often, because we don't know how to do it, we need tools, we need techniques, we need to understand the principles of how something works. And then we also need initiation sometimes, because we don't know how to unblock that area within ourselves, to open ourselves up to being able to facilitate, because remember, we are only being a vessel. We are channeling the healing. We are not actually the healers ourselves. We are channeling the healing. And so we sometimes need a teacher to actually facilitate that opening up process. And this is important, Sabine, because I know they do it in Reiki. I know they do it in the art of healing. I know they do it in so many different healing modalities. And it literally is just the kind of a trigger point. It's like opening a door for a student, but it is one of the important steps in the process. Can you tell us a little bit more about that?
I mean, Susana, you said it all. Yes, it needs, there's an initiation process, an activation process, and this is what I do during the workshop. The workshop is quick. It's a day, and then people can already practice within a day. But you were very clear about that. Yes, all other modalities are also doing an initiation. I do the activation with the transfer of energy that I do during the course. But what I would like to emphasize now, perhaps it's the uniqueness of art of healing, because many people are saying, "Oh, you're doing Reiki." No. the technique has got nothing to do with Reiki. It's not the same energy. It has nothing to do with other technique. And what we can do in art of healing is that we are able to determine exactly the area of the body which requires energy. We are able, every single of my students are able to do that. I teach them how to feel on other people where they need energy exactly, and that's very special. We're able to pinpoint where, if the person needs energy on a physical point, therefore we're able to send energy exactly accurately where the person needs energy. The session is very short. It's only 5 minutes, and it's no more than 5 minutes, and it can even be less. Once the technique is learned, it's yours for life. That's important to know. And the result of the treatment can be seen quickly. And you just gave us an amazing example. You gave a transfer of energy to your mom that had a specific physical problem. Within 5 minutes, you check again, and it's already half resolved. And that is the specificity of the technique. But it's very important to understand that it's nothing to do with Reiki, and it's something very unique.
It's something different, yes. I know there are so many different techniques, and one of the reasons why I really enjoy using the art of healing, because I obviously use lots of different things, but is the speediness of it, is the quickness of it, is the fact that you literally only need 5 minutes of healing on yourself. There are a few other little processes before, but if you put aside 10 minutes of your day, you are sort of sorted. And so it's really, really quick and easy, which is great.
Exactly. I've got some pictures. If you want to see some pictures before transfer of energy and after transfer of energy, if you want me to share.
I would love to. Do you want to do that now, or do you want to speak about healing crisis first? Or do you want to show? Well, let's show the energy pictures, because I think that everybody will love that.
Okay, wonderful. Here it's it's a picture before transfer and after transfer of energy. We don't want to know about the colors and the meaning, but we can see that within a few seconds there was a difference into the transfer of energy before a transfer. After transfer, this is a specific camera that we used from Russia. Here's little Christina. She was 3 years old, and we can see that within seconds after the transfer of energy, it has an impact on her energy field around her body. And this is so helpful for me to show students or even people that a transfer of energy can be seen. And every time you do, Susana, a transfer of energy on yourself and others, it does change and impact the energy field around us. And this is really, really nice for me to be able to show on pictures that the energy has an impact on ourselves.
I don't know why my screen, guys, on Instagram has gone stuck. I'm so sorry. I hope you guys can see what is.
Do you want me to speak about the healing crisis on the same time?
Yes, I think that that's important, because I think that a lot of people don't understand what a healing crisis is, and they panic. Yeah. And so I think it's important to.
Having a healing crisis following an energy healing session does sometimes happen. Okay, and when it occurs, it's physical, it can be emotional. And it can be a few hours or it can be days. I've got lots of people coming back to me and say, oh, Sabine, I've been crying for days, or I have more pain. But you need to know that an aggravation phase is also happening in allopathy. In normal medicine, when we are in a healing process, we have healing crises, and it's completely normal. But it's a challenge on the healing journey. It's not enjoyable, and it can be painful. And then some people will lean toward thinking that something must be wrong with the healing session. The mind is playing tricks, but it's a normal process. It's important, to understand that the body will get into a state of vitality and balance, but it takes time to take out the damage. and the healing process can take time, and it needs to sometimes go through a healing crisis. And this is why it's important to reassure people, saying it's normal. If you
Yeah.
cry, just go into your emotional burden and let it go. If you have more pain and more fever, just know that your body is battling to go back to normal, and a healing process is normal.
100%. And I think that most people who understand the healing process, if you even look at homeopathy, they always say when you actually take homeopathy, because it treats the cause, not just the symptoms on top, it will bring up whatever is needing to be healed underneath, right? It's the same when we working with emotions, with anything physical, is if you just want to have a Disprin to cover the headache, then you're just going to cover the headache. But if you actually want to solve the headache, you need to figure out why the headache is being caused in the first place and lift that up. And so a healing crisis is very normal. And I wonder how many of you get scared away by a healing crisis? Maybe let me know in the comments, because I know a lot of people are scared away. But this is actually a very good sign, because it means that something is working, something is shifting, something is changing. So what is the energetic and physical impact of the art of healing transfer? Oh, you showed I know you showed the energy, but can you show us some practical pictures from your students, Sabine?
Oh, yes, I can. It's early morning, but I'm going to show you some wound pictures. I'm so sorry about that. And this wound is coming from a clinic in Johannesburg. These nurses, this doctor, she was trying to heal this lady for months, and it would not work. Then she came to learn art of healing, and this is now 3 days. But she had this patient for months and months. 3 days later, look at what's happening. And here it's after 6 days. She was so excited and so happy about it. I want to show you another picture of a lady that had radiation. And the doctor says, these, how do you call this blue part in English? These bruises will last for months. And you need to know that it will take time to release. And here are some pictures of this lady. She had radiation. And after the nurses that was coming to do the treatment, the physical treatment to her, gave her energy every single day. She was so excited that after day 4, day 5, day 6, she could already see the arm getting better. Look what's happening day 8, 9, and 10. And she was seriously happy. And even the giver, even the nurses that came to her to give her the 5 minutes of energy healing, it did bring so much love and joy into her heart, because now she realized that with this very simple technique, she was able to, on a very practical level and on a daily basis, help every single of her patients. She's been a student for 10 years. She's still doing it every single day on all her patients. Then I have lots of scientific studies that I will not go into details, but we did some in vitro studies on cancer. And this is very technical, and I'm not going to go into details because I'm not a doctor, but those scientists and doctors that did the result have written to me and sent me all the scientific studies showing that it does have an impact on cancer cells. And we have lots of students that are using it on themselves for this specific issue. But I'm not going to go in details for that, but it shows that, you see, we all, as normal human beings, I mean, from all my 4,000 students, I had farmers coming to the course. I had homelesses, people who doesn't know how to read and write. However, they understand the concept, they implement, and then they can feel better. And on the top of everything, they can help others. And this is priceless.
It's so beautiful. It's so, so, so beautiful. I've got somebody saying, I have learned many modalities, but this technique is the simplest to use and so powerful. I used it on myself when I had COVID, and I managed to reduce the symptoms drastically. So, and it improved my recovery too. So that's Holistic Bobab has just written that in the comments below. Sabine, we are running out of time. We have run out of time, but just before we go, I know you wanted to share a practical tool on how we can raise our vibration. I mean, right now, more than ever, each individual needs to do their part in raising their vibration. Can you maybe share that with everyone?
Okay, I'm going to be very, very quick, but right now we find ourselves living in a time of great changes. That's the problem. And I believe it's not the time to relax. Instead, we must concentrate on applying all we have learned up to now and find more alignment with within ourselves. And it's important, first of all, to surround ourselves with beauty, to have gratitude for this world that has so much to give us, and to generate a lightness and a joy around us and within us. We need daily habits which raises our vibration, whether it is meditation or prayer or visualization. We need to meditate and pray and ask questions in the silence of our soul and expect some answers. And that's very important. But for that, we need discipline. And sometimes when we hear the word discipline, we think it's difficult, it's pain, it's challenging. Instead, it's very important that self-discipline is the act of becoming a disciple unto our higher self. And it's a self-reverence of how much we choose to honor ourselves in that moment. And yes, and it's with this discipline that we will implement our daily habits, and then all of that will help us on a daily basis.
Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. So for those of you who would like to experience a healing with Sabine, if you jump onto her, I've tagged her on everything. So if you just jump into her profile and you follow the link in her bio, Sabine does 3 live healings a week, absolutely free. You just sign up, and it's only for 3 minutes. 3 minutes, Sabine?
Yes, 3 minutes.
So you need to arrive though at least 5 minutes early, guys. But because the doors close at exactly the right time, but it's only for 3 minutes, and it's an energy transfer. This will also help you raise your vibration, because the reality is the more in alignment we are with our healthiest, most well-balanced, happiest self, the higher our vibration is. And so this will also help you with that. So I really invite you guys to jump into Sabine Thomas's social media pages. Go look her up on the internet. She's got a beautiful website. She is going to be doing more courses, and I'm sure that we will release all that information coming up soon. But do get in touch with her. Definitely sign up and do the healings 3 times a week. It's just 3 minutes each time. Oh no, on a Tuesday you do a meditation as well, Sabine?
Yes, on Tuesday evening there's a short meditation in French and in English, and a transfer of energy.
Yes.
And we have people from all over the world joining. It's really amazing.
It's really
a beautiful healing group.
Absolutely. And Sabine, thank you so much for being with us today. It has been, as always, an absolute honor and a privilege to have you with us and have you share all your beautiful wisdom and truth. Thank you.
Thank you so much for your good work, Susana. Namaste. Bye, everyone.
And to everybody who is tuned in, don't go anywhere, because I've got the amazing Nkosinati jumping in now. Let me just let him in. Dun, dun, dun. Nkosinati is the director of Pakama Community Center. As most of you know, I am one of the trustees and board members at Pakama Community Center, and Nkosinati is my partner in not crime, but in doing good. He is also a humanitarian. He is a musician and one of the nicest, kindest human beings I have ever met in my life. Nkosinati, welcome. How are you doing today, my friend? Oh, can you hear me, Nko? We seem to have lost him for a second. I'm sure he will be back in a second. And when he is back, hopefully he will shout hello so that we can hear him. In the meantime, I'm seeing some comments coming through. Sabine's free energy transfers are amazing. I try make every single one, Mercedes says. Bronwyn says, thank you so much. Anne says, thank you so much, ladies. Energy transfers are such a blessing. Beautiful. Gabby says, love, love, love this. Hello from Pretoria. Hello, Anne. Lovely to have you here. Hello, Jeanette. Wonderful. Welcome from Johannesburg. Hello, Marie. I'm not sure where you have tuned in from, but welcome, welcome, welcome. Hello, Louine. Hello, Gerard. Hello, Gabby. Lovely to have you all here. Let me let Nkosinati back in here. Let me see who's here. Hello, Dio. Hello, Martine. Hello, Magda. Hello, Magda. Hello, Aleska. Hello, Sunshinery. What a cool name. Hello, Tusha. Hello, Tom. Sorry if I don't get to everyone. Hello, Sia. So lovely having all of you. Sanele, everyone here today. There's Nkosinati. Nko, is your audio working? I think you've just put yourself on mute again. Yeah. Okay, so I can hear myself echoing.
Sorry?
I can hear myself. Oh no, now it's better. Okay, now it's good. Yes. How are you doing today?
I'm all good, Susana. Thank you so much. How are you doing today?
I am very good. Thank you, Nkosinati. I'm so glad that you were able to join us here. I was telling everybody a little bit about you and welcoming everyone. One of the things that that I didn't tell them is, well, I didn't tell them, there's a horrible feedback coming from your side, Nko.
Is it? Okay, let me try.
Sorry, guys, I'm not sure if you can hear clearly. Maybe just let me know if you are hearing or if the feedback is affecting you or not.
Is that better now?
Yes, that's much better.
All right.
Okay, your picture is back. So Nkosinati, you are the director, the managing director of Pakama Community Center. You're also a humanitarian and a kick-ass musician, amongst other things. But I'd like to focus today on Pakama Community Center because so many people want to do good, but they don't know how to make a difference. And I think that you are such a great example of somebody who is making a difference, living their dream. You're still being a musician, you're making a massive difference, and then you're an all-around really nice human. Like, you're a cool guy. So tell us a little bit about yourself.
Okay. I'm Nkosinati Emmanuel Matomela. Born and raised in Cape Town, and I'm into community development, and also I'm a musician. I enjoy so much working for the people, and I've been with Pakama for the longest time. I started as a volunteer, and then I started working actually for Pakama in the last few years. I've been like full-time with Pakama and doing my best for the community.
Amazing. And you've been doing amazing work. Can you tell us about some of the projects that Pakama has?
Okay, so with Pakama, we've got a few programs that we have, a couple of programs that are running, and a few that's actually pending that we're looking to do very soon. I'll mention just a few at the moment. The first one would be the ECD, Early Childhood Development. With that one, we cater for all kids within our community during daycare time. And our purpose for that one is to actually teach young children, or take care for the ECD children, and to also provide basic needs for the children. And also because during that time their parents would be at work, so we try our best to take care of the kids within our community. And the other one that we have is a youth-based program.
Sorry, Nicole, I'm going to stop you between each one. So the early childhood development, I think one of the important things about the early childhood development for me is that it's a safe place for the kids to go, which is such an important thing, especially growing up in a township environment. This is a very safe nurturing space for the kids to go. So they get to go somewhere that they are being educated, but also being really nurtured and loved and fed properly. This is another thing. They're actually getting the right nutrition. So those are three really, really important things that we focus on at Pakama Community Center in the early childhood development. What is the next program, Nicole?
The next program would be the youth program. I've jotted a few notes here. So with the youth program, the objective of our youth program is that we prepare young people and educate them to make we educate them to make better choices in life through various activities such as life skills and support programs. We also provide a space for them to actually do their homeworks because we understand that in our communities, it's actually sometimes hard to do your work because there's like violence happening, there's crime happening, there's all these commotions happening in and around you. So actually having to do your personal work, it's very hard within the township. So we as Pagam, we try our best to give them a safe space to actually do that.
And we've got a couple of different youth programs, which is really, really great. I want to actually just give a shout out to our partners in this. Move 2, who teaches our youth dancing, and they absolutely love that. We love Football Academy for teaching also football, but also there are nutritional programs in that, life skills programs, career programs. So they do a whole lot of different things. That's We Love Football. And then we've also got Women for Women, who are doing the girls development programs. And then Shandy Smith, who I just freaking love, she also introduced us to a wonderful facilitator who is running the boys programs and teaching them how to be good men. So there's lots of different youth development programs so that we are really helping them to broaden their horizons of what is possible, to really believe in themselves, but then also become these young, really powerful in a good way, powerful in an empowered way, individuals that care about each other and their community. So I love that about our youth programs. What else do we have going on, Nicole?
That's great. So I love the fact that you've touched on most of the programs that I was about to go
Sure, but sorry.
I'll add on that we also have a nutritional program, which is a feeding scheme program that runs from a Monday to Friday. And the objective of this one is obviously to alleviate poverty within our community by providing daily meals to approximately 250 to 300 people daily.
Amazing. It's so amazing.
And we've been having support and donations from different companies like Ladies of Love, Food Forward, and also the Department of Social Development, which has been assisting us throughout the years.
They have been absolutely fantastic. There's been, this is one of the programs that we were able to keep running throughout COVID. We only had I think we had 2 short breaks during COVID right in the beginning. And once because we ran out of funding actually, and then our partners stepped in. Ladles of Love actually stepped in that time and helped us. But all of our partners within that program, thank you. Guys, you can feed someone a whole proper meal, like a whole proper meal for like, how much is it in core at the moment?
So we would calculate it as in like a meal for 8 rands, from 8 rands to 12 rands for one person. So that would times by
real meal like that's vegetables and rice and meat, like a whole meal, guys, for that amount, a wholesome meal. Remember, that's an important thing as well. What's next, Nicole? What other programs?
Yeah, so we also, as you've mentioned, the soccer program that also falls under our youth program, but it's also facilitated by one of the people that we're working with, the company's We Love Football Academy. That's the one that's being assisted through. And I'll jump on that because I think we've mentioned it already. And I'll just go to the sewing program that we have. So the purpose of this program is to upskill, create, and provide an environment where women can express themselves through the handwork which they do. And it's really been a great initiative because we've worked with future females with this one. And our ladies have recently graduated from the program, of which they did so well. We'll be doing more of these also trying our best to empower women within our community, because we do know that there's so many things happening, and there's so many stories that we hear out there happening to women. So we try our best to upskill, empower, and show them that it's possible to do anything.
Yeah, I think the really important thing for everybody who's listening to understand about our sewing initiative, it's called Sew in Love, which I think is very cute. As in, we are so in love with Sew in Love. But I think that one of the things that people don't realize is that women that are affected by gender-based violence or domestic violence, a lot of the times the reasons why they don't leave is because they don't have the financial stability, and they don't have a financial means to leave. So the program aims to help them not only gain skills, but also to understand finances and get on their feet. It's also an income generating program for Pakama Community Center, because Pakama doesn't want to be an ongoing charity. They want to be a self-sustaining community center. And so this is one way of helping the woman uplift, empower, and self-sustain, which I really love about the program. What is the next program that you've got for us, Nicole?
Right. The other program that we have on the pipeline is the Elderly Club, which is very interesting to us, because we've identified that, because it's part of our vision and mission, we have identified almost 80% of the elderly people between the ages of 40 to 70 in the community do need social activities to keep them mentally engaged, and so to prevent kinds of diseases such as dementia, and with the interest of keeping a good emotional health. So we try to do the main point for this program is through the nutritional program, not to just feed the people within the community, but to also engage with them on a personal level, and to also show them skills. Some of them are very creative. Some of them have been they are graduates, some of them, but due to social issues, they had to be in the situation that they are now. So we try our best to assist them, and to also bring back that spark, and to also show them that it is actually possible to do great in life, and it's not over.
It's not over. To give them hope, and also to show them that they matter. You know, that's like, it's one of the biggest things, guys. You know, I see this so often with people begging on the side of the road. People ignore them completely, like as if they're invisible. And it breaks my heart, because imagine feeling invisible, imagine feeling completely unseen. Like, I understand that it's difficult. I understand it's really difficult seeing people on the side of the road. It hurts my heart. Like, it literally hurts my heart. But if you just acknowledge them, and like literally see them and just acknowledge them, you don't need to give them money all the time, but just acknowledging their existence is already giving them a gift that they don't get from so many people. So that's really, really, really important. So Nicole, we are on a mission to we are buying the property. We are currently literally, guys, going through the paperwork, which I'm so excited about, finally, so that we can sign the papers and buy the property. The community center is doing such incredible stuff. We need support. We need help. Like, nothing is too small. Nothing is too big. Trust me, we have got big plans. So please get involved. And Nicole, what are some of the future projects that people could get excited about?
Yeah, so we have a safe house that we want to have within our community, where we actually accommodate people within our community. Because now what we're experiencing is that maybe during nighttime or in the evening, we would see women coming with their kids to the center saying, I actually don't have a place to stay because I was beaten by my husband, or by a friend of mine, which I'm actually renting with. So we try our best to assist our community people by having a safe home where we will accommodate them. But that's also in the pipeline. We're working on getting that very soon. I think after we get this property, we'll start pushing with that program.
Yeah, absolutely. And more classrooms, guys, more upliftment programs, more upskilling programs, and more self-sustaining, money-generating programs. And we want to build a vegetable garden. That's another, like, one of our dreams. And we want to build a playground for the kids so that they don't have to play indoors all the time and they have somewhere safe to play outside. So there's lots and lots and lots of amazing things that we want to do. We would love you guys to get involved. Please, I'm going to share the website. It's Pakama Community Center .co.za. I'm going to now spell Pakama with me, dyslexic me. Let me write it here quickly so that I can look at it while I spell Pakama, like that. PHAKAMA, Community Center .co.za, and you guys can check that out. All of the information is on there. The bank details are on there. Please make a difference. If you had to become a donor and give just 10 Rand a week, which is not even, you can't buy anything for 10 Rand anymore, you will be making a difference. So please join us. We would love to have you support this amazing community center that is literally making a difference for hundreds of people. The other one thing I do want to say to you guys is every 2 years, what I think sets us apart from a lot of community centers is every 2 years we sit with the community and we say, what do you need? Like, where are you guys at? What do you need? So that we are constantly addressing the needs of the community. We don't go, oh, they need this. We literally are asking what the community needs.
Public participation. That's correct.
Yeah. Is there anything else that I've forgotten, Cor, that you think is important for us to share?
I think we've touched on most of the things. But I think maybe for the next interview, we'll go into detail as to all the things that we are actually working on and things that we currently have.
Yeah, so we will be doing a series of interviews with Nkosinathi, and we're going to be breaking down little things like why dance? Why did we choose dancing? As a youth development program, why is it so important? What are the specific skills that dancing gives you that literally change your life? Don't you want to know? I'm sure you do. Why football? Like, all of these things. So you'll have to join us because I think it'll inspire you not only to hopefully get involved, but also to maybe take up some of these activities yourself and shift your own reality and your own life. Thank you, Nko. I'm like looking at all of these comments. There's hearts flying up. Thank you to all the viewers that have tuned in. But Nkosinathi, I just want to honor you and thank you for being such a beautiful beacon of light and inspiration within the community. I know you work very hard and it does not go unnoticed. So thank you for everything that you do, my friend.
Much appreciated. Thank you so much, Susana. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Nicole. So to everybody else who is here, thank you so much for tuning in today. I'm going to quickly do that. And thank you so much for tuning in today and for being with me on this amazing call. I know it was an hour long today. It was action-packed. Thank you so much to Sabine and Nkosinathi for joining me. And I hope you guys have an inspired, beautiful day. And remember that you are in charge of your reality. You are in charge of healing yourself, of taking care of yourself, of taking action to being the best version of yourself that you can be. There are so many paths to doing that. There is not one road and there is no right or wrong. I just bring you possibilities in the hopes that it will inspire you, that it will energize you to actually take action and be more and do more with your life. Because at the end of your life, I don't want you to look back and go, I could have done that. I should have done that. I want you to look back and go, my life was exceptional. My life was extraordinary. I did that. That's the important part. If any of you would like to learn more about my coaching programs, please do contact me. I am about to start a new course and I've got some exciting things happening. So please do get in touch. Lots of love, lots of blessings. Thank you so much to my sponsors. Thank you, Easy Hair Pro. Thank you, Mish. Thank you, Eccentric on Kloof. Thank you, Label M. Thank you, Sorbet in Sea Point. And if you're interested in becoming a sponsor of the show, please contact me as well. Lots of light, lots of love, and gratitude and blessings to you all. Bye for now. Thank thank you so much for watching the show today. I really, really appreciate it. I would love your support. So please do like, comment, share, save, tag all your friends below. It would mean the absolute world to me. And also leave me your comments. Your comments really give me great feedback as to what stood out for you as the most important thing, realization, aha moment, whatever it was in this video, as well as just giving me feedback on how you felt about the video, any questions you have. I want to hear from you. I'm always interested. I also want to say a very big thank you to my sponsors, Easy Hair Pro, Eccentric on Klurf, Mish from Klurf, Label M, and Sorbet. Wow, what a mouthful. All these beautiful sponsors. Thank you, thank you, thank you for always supporting me and making me feel and look fantastic. See you guys soon. Bye.